Hey Renetto, how are you? I've been following your ongoing battle with YouTube and I thought I'd chime in real quick. It's not that YouTube or the YouTube higher-ups or the executives or Chad dislike you as a person as far as I know, and I don't have any inside information. I'm only going by what I've read and what I've heard. But the problem is that the overall climate has become extremely monetized, and you command a lot of views and a lot of attention, but there are current sponsors and potential sponsors for YouTube that are very sensitive to what goes on your comment page or what comes out of your mouth. So if you have something that is produced which someone views as offensive, it hampers that sponsor's image in the sponsor's mind. Okay? Maybe not in someone else, but in the sponsor's mind. And therefore, it hampers YouTube. So YouTube turns around, looks at you and says, this guy's getting a lot of views, but he's costing us bucks because, well, look, people don't want, who are sponsors, don't want that kind of content on that they have to pay for. They want something a bit cleaner. So that's what happens. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But it's not this issue of free speech or saying what you want to say. It's a business issue. Now, someone's going to chime in, oh, it's always an issue of free speech. Let me explain something to you. In fact, the reason why Vloggerheads exists is because many of you wanted a forum to really express yourselves because you felt you were being stifled to YouTube. But the bottom line is wherever you go, YouTube, Blip TV, Bright Cove, Daily Motion, Vimeo, AOL Video, which is now defunct, Seismic, there are rules. iReport.com has rules, and you've got to follow them. The alternative is for you to go on and create yet another video distribution or video commenting conversation site where the rules are less loose. But the bottom line is that, for the most part, people who are coming online now are doing so for hard business reasons, and they don't want their image sullied by a presentation that is unacceptable and out of character with how they want to be perceived. That's the problem. It's not an anti-Renetto problem. There are people at YouTube who love Renetto. That's you. But the bottom line is that this has become an incredibly monetized, billion-dollar, nearing trillion-dollar business, and that is still at its infancy. And as the old ways of expressing oneself through media die off, specifically print, this area, every single day, becomes more the name of the game than it was the day before. That means that we're going to have tighter restrictions and people that are more concerned about what is said on your page, if you are a partner, if you are being paid money by them. That's the problem. And again, Renetto, you have a large footprint. You command a lot of views and a lot of attention even to this day. Now granted, the days where you were the #1 ranked person on the front page are, well, in the past right now, unless you do something different. But the bottom line is that you still do command a great deal of attention. And I would suggest, well, this is just me, maybe trying it YouTube's way and just seeing how it goes for a while. But I don't think that they really hate you or trying to demonize you. This is a business issue for them. That's all. Nothing less, nothing more. Now, for those of you who say, well, again, this is a free speech issue and I should say what I want, when I want, whatever. Look, I have to be honest with you. Putting up a video on any of these channels is not a right. It really is a privilege. They could take your account away at any time. Z Frank knew that. That's why he took on the strategy that he assembled of having a video system up for 1 year and having it dispersed among many different video channels. He was very realistic about what they could do and the parameters that he worked within. So that's the name of the game. You can also go off and look, start your own one, or look, you've got vlogger heads here. But the question is this: from a business standpoint, what do you want to accomplish? You want to get someone to pay in to have it run? I agree. There should be an avenue for that. Your presentation too is big business. I don't think the argument's over. And again, I hope I'm not being perceived as being anti-Renetto. I'm not. I'm actually very pro-Renetto. But I'm trying to explain that, Paul, it's not really about you. It's nothing personal. It's only business. You should know, Godfather.